Peace and Earth Wellness, peace and Earth Wellness. What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing good out there. I figure I make this, I'm gonna go ahead and most definitely go ahead and sit this honey in the commercial from Battle Family Homestead to keep everything in perspective. As you know, we got the honey with the comb for $25. Then we got it without for the whole pound for $16. But first of all, I wanted to show people how to make that new cabbage that's going around and kind of put my whole little thing on it because, you know, I want to do it the Rocky Mount way. I'm going to say it like that. We from Rocky Mount, NC, and we just ain't going to eat cabbage on cabbage like that. I don't know where the young lady from or how they doing their thing or what type of diet she's dealing with, but cabbage on cabbage just for the whole meal, it's not what we're doing. And I'm going to show you how to prepare that cabbage for you the right way and the Rocky Mount way. And first of all, too, just go and get the right utensils. You know, when I first seen the thing, I said the reason why that video went 11 million views is because she cooked it in aluminum foil. You know, our company is Earth Wellness 102. Talk about the 102 minerals that you need in your body every day. And aluminum is not one of them. We cook in aluminum. We store in aluminum. Aluminum is the leading cause for dementia and foggy brain and all of that. And we have to realize that some of these videos that they promote and throw out there for us, they're singling things that they want us to perpetuate. And hopefully, you know, that cooking in cabbage is that cooking in anything in aluminum is not what you're doing. That's not what you want. Ask her name. She probably done forgot her name already. She also talked about, you know, she throwing away some of the cabbage. I'm gonna just throw it down in the bottom of our roaster here, and we're not gonna throw away none of those leaves that may be coming off or anything like that. We're not gonna throw that away. We're gonna peel them off, but they most definitely not gonna be thrown away. We'll break them up a little bit. One or two we may not use the deep rooted rind in it, but we most definitely gonna cook these. And this may be the one that I set everything down on. But as you can see, I'm just gonna start it off by the ones that I guess she would have thrown away. Don't throw no food away and Rocky Mount. Don't do that. We're gonna go ahead and cut this top off. Now, I would get all the way funky with you, and I would even keep this, cause I can make this thing taste like. But for the purpose of the video, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just cut up my little stuff that I got down here, decrease that a little bit by tearing it up. Found this bad boy right here, and she's sharp as a tack. And I'm gonna make me a nice little hole in here to get this core all the way out. Work with me when I do this for a little second. kind of cutting a little bigger than what she may have. Because you're going to see, doing it the Rocky Mount way, we just not eating no cabbage like that. We just not do that. That's not going to be what we do. So, I think I got this about straight. Let me see if I can wiggle it up out of here without cutting my hand off. Alright. We're getting that cut all around burr cabbage. It's popping up. We'll take that nice little pyramid right there that we got out of there. But we want to go a little deeper. You know, you only got to that. We want to go a little deeper. We want to refine that that hole, and you're gonna see why in a few moments here. And to each his own. If people want to make a cabbage that's just a straight cabbage, and that's it. Ooh. Go with it. We're not doing it in Rocky Mountain. But what we do is put our little spin on things. And now all of this, we probably is going to just throw this in the bottom. Garnish it around the cabbage. We ain't going to throw this away at all. We got the hard part out. This right here, we can work with this. So I'm just going, making a nice little deep hole down in there. You know, as you can see, that's about right about that deep. It's not too deep, but let's get a little bit more out of there. We're keeping this. Once I get to going, I'm gonna be going kind of fast, so I had to follow. Look at that. Yeah, we keeping all this. We garnishing around the sides. We gonna cook the cabbage. We ain't gonna throw a lot of it away. Can't waste no cabbage. You know, peanut winner like that. Yeah, no. So we're gonna just garnish it all around. Oh yeah. And you know, I came from a big family of cooks, man. I got some serious cookers in our family. Women. My Aunt Helen, my Aunt Betty. Woohoo, she's still alive. My mom's. And we're gonna get that thing about like that. Now, we are gonna go with some olive oil all over it. This is what I have. I'm gonna spray olive oil all over. I'm gonna soak it in olive oil actually. And that's gonna help our seasoning stay on and all of that. I use this simply because I can spray my hair if it get dry. Actually, this is what I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting the rest of this all over the cabbage. Olive oil is gonna be good simply because olive oil, eating it every day, extra virgin olive oil is what you want. You want to eat some every day. You're only as young as your arteries. Olive oil helps with your heart arteries to keep calcium from building up. And as you know, you're only young as your arteries. You're only old as your arteries. Alright, just gonna get her knocked down some more. First thing we're gonna start in here, we are gonna season it. And let me get another towel. This in between, I don't want to be doing that. We're gonna start with the young lady said she's doing a boil, and we didn't see any boil stuff with it. So we're gonna start with just basing everything out with our Zatarain boil. And we're gonna just all around in your dressing. We're gonna do all of that. gonna save a little bit, but as you see, we this ain't no one bag, so we ain't doing a lot, but we're gonna get it all everywhere like we need, and we're gonna save a little bit for later. 10-4. All right. Now once we do that, we also is gonna get that Old Bay, and we got some Old Bay, but we went and got the hot. It's not regular Old Bay. We had to get the hot. Understand? You want to get, and this recipe right here, and it's not hot. It's, let me give you a quick scale from 1 to 10 about how hot it really is. Let's see. She's about she's only about 6.5. So that's also too inside, going all around with that. We're going the back of it. You know, we just obey it up. Alright. Now we're gonna have some smoked garlic powder. You can use regular garlic. That's cool. I like to use the smoked garlic. Cover that all over it a little bit. Keep spraying it down. Looking real good on the inside. Everything is holding. You ain't got to be pretty with it. So yeah, that smoked garlic, you want that kind of everywhere in there. We're gonna go with I ain't tried this before, but I'm gonna go with this alchino pepper. We're gonna try it out. Smells good. I was turned on by somebody. I ain't gonna go with much of that, but I'm gonna throw it in there. Now this is one thing that you're gonna really have to get your hands on, people. Carolina Gold. You want to try that Carolina Gold, guys. If you don't got none of this, this may be, and I'm just gonna, cause my man, he charged for his stuff, man. It's good. So I'm gonna just use this moderately a little bit more than I was the other, because that Carolina Gold is big time. And last but not least, kind of in all boils, right? I don't know how you have a boil. You don't got no type of curry powder in there. And I'm gonna just, wish y'all can see my little, all of that seasoning is being mixed in down there. I'm throwing that on top of that. Now, this is the big and some of the most important. That's what's going in our hole, guys. What she was talking about. Cabbage on cabbage on cabbage. Man. Brush your whole nice bag of half a bag of the Uncle Ben's down there. That's what we're doing down there, champ. And then after that, we're going with this. You want to get them beans down in there. Yeah. Pack them in there pretty good. Pack them in there pretty good. Get them beans and rice down there. Just top it off like that. Take the rest of your beans, as you know. Throw it around. And your garnishments. And your garnishments. So you got a whole thing of beans. You end up taking this rest of this rice. Break that up all around there like that there. Now, you're coming back with the regular obey over the beans, over everything. See how you still seasoning everything up? Still hitting it with the olive oil, olive oil, olive oil, olive oil. Now we also gonna finish her off. You know what butter stands for? Butter, and see they got us off this and started using non-trans fat spreads and stuff like that. Butter is short for butyrate. Butyrate is what gets all the way to your colon. That's actually what feeds your colon. So I don't know if you're into it, but if you ever heard of your microbiome, that's what you want to use real live butter for. They got us off that butter to start using those, what they call unsaturated fats. I mean, we don't want unsaturated fats. We want saturated fats, and we want it in the form of butyrate. As I said before, butter is short for butyrate. Do your own research. And I'm going to pack her down with that butyrate because you want butyrate in your system. Period. Okay. Also, keep that honey. Keep that honey on your mind. Oh, almost forgot. We want to go with a little minced onions all around everything. A little mixed onions. Okay. Okay. That's how we do it Rocky Mountain style. Come back with that smoked garlic over your butter. Smoked garlic powder. Garlic powder is fine. But when you smoke garlic powder, you're doing super big things. Alright. Let's let that sit down. As I think through everything. We was gonna go back with some regular Larry's. I don't need the Larry's at this point. I don't need the Larry's at this point. I'm happy. You got to feel it. You know, you got to feel it. I do want to come back a little bit with some more Carolina Golden. My brother JB. If you need some of this, I can try to get it to you. This right here is incredible, guys. He did his thing on that. If you don't know no people who make their own seasoning, make their own stuff, and you buying from people who really don't know where the stuff is coming from, then it's not going to taste like mine. It's not going to be good all the way. I'm going to take all of that. I got a cup of water. And I'm going to run down the side of that water. Look like I'm going to need a little more water. Put a little more water in that bad boy. Yeah. I think that's going to do me right there, guys. I think that's going to do me right there. I think that's going to do me right there. And now, you don't got to be fancy to get you one of these. This was got at the, she's a little This was got at the stockyard, at the get her beat down a little bit more. I need to get her where she's a little shorter than what she is, but you know what? I ain't gonna trip on her. I'm gonna let her cook down. My stove is already at 400 degrees. Should I chop the bottom off the dropper a little bit? I don't think so. I'm gonna just let her ride. I want all that to get up there like that. She a little tall, but she's gonna drop. And you can throw her in the oven for about 2 hours, and I'll be back to let you know what she looking like.